My name is Russ Martin. I'm going to talk about the Obama deception created by Alex Jones and the economy. Before I start, I must thank Alex Jones for setting me free of the questions I had in my mind. Let's first talk about why real estate, the foundation of a strong economy, became such a big boom during a 5-year period, and subsequently other fields of business. First was the opening of credit. The people could purchase a home with 100% financing. They could borrow money up to 125% of the value of their home. And this was a stated value. This form of financing put a lot of money into the market. Allowed people to refinance debts, buy cars, invest money in a business venture, and get themselves started running a business. This was all great. All of the credit created money in the system for the low income, middle income, and rich people. All of this available money, though, had no value without the salesperson leading the people to the money. Meaning these loan officers that were in business, doing business, created all of this business because they were out there looking for clients all the time to get them to close a loan and borrow the money. And to buy a house, you had your real estate agents pushing the loan officers, acting as loan officers themselves, but this whole system got going. And yeah, it was going to implode. It had, you know, that axiom, excess profits breeds ruinous competition. Well, what needed to be happening at that point? Management created by the president. This was all working very well, but it was creating inflation and other problems. The question is, who failed to manage?
George W. Bush, who had claimed to be a conservative, had tripled the size of the federal government, shredded the Constitution, and destroyed the image of the United States worldwide.
Nope, no weapons over there.
The responsibility lies with the government. At the top of the government game is the President of the United States, entrusted by the people to perform. Do not allow yourself to be deceived. He is the President in power. Put pressure on Congress to follow my leadership.
To Democrats and Republicans who've opposed this plan, I say, step up to the plate. Let's do what's right for the country at this time, because the time to act is now.
The job of the president is to resource talent to be informed about what is happening in the American economy. Look at this dumbass vice president we have, Biden, who has no idea about unemployment ratios and economy ratios, and then discloses it to the public, his level of education. Let's get back to other proposed criminals. The Hedge, Bush, who did not perform as a president controlling inflation. He lied about the B-paper market, convincing you that it was your fault for accepting the loan. I love that one. And everybody fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. You people out there are so unbelievable. I don't know if you really believe that, but a lot of my clients came to me, and they really felt that way, that it was their fault, you know, for accepting this B-paper loan. And I had to tell them, it's not your fault.
Unimaginable in 2006. He also reported that after suckering the middle class back into the stock market, the group was going to implode the subprime mortgage market and destroy public confidence.
You were sold by me that you would be able to get out of this loan at the end of that 3-year period and refinance into an A-paper loan. Well, Bush came along and killed that as soon as he gave that speech about the criminal activities of the B-paper market crashing the markets. Bush obviously had no clue how to run the mortgage industry, or was he on the take and his terms was almost over? Meaning, was he gathering up money, stealing money through certain positions for another purpose, for himself?
Check. And as of February 2009, $9.7 trillion has disappeared into a black hole.
You know, I really don't know, but I can only speculate. The events in history represent to me that he was on the take and paying off executives to keep them quiet. This is why he gives Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac executives a $20 million severance pay. Look at the rise in gas prices during his term. Why do you think gas prices ran out of control? To pay off someone or his future power goals? Do you remember the Carter administration and gas prices running out of control? The obvious reason was OPEC wanted more money. But this was a different period of time. It had a different purpose. The day after Ronald Reagan took office, and actually a little bit before he took office, the prices dropped back into line. I don't know why anybody listens to Carter anyway. This man's an old fossil. This is a good representation of a new president of the United States taking office. Ronald Reagan created great political events that stabilized world tension and war games. The real estate crisis could be managed with a stated value refinance. But guess who's not performing? This loan was executed between 94 and 96 during his administration, and it stabilized the real estate market. The question is, why are they not performing? The reasons may be somewhere in the monopoly-controlled banks and the elite controlling powers taking position. The elite desire to dry up money in the system to control the public. Real estate is going to crash even further. Don't purchase real estate at this time unless you just love to lose money. The Obama deception video represents corruption at the very top. Obama is not Ronald Reagan. He has done nothing to represent leadership for the good of the United States and is not going to obey the public. The corruption has become so embedded that it's taking more and more money to pay off people to keep them quiet and obedient. The person who is going to be affected is the person who has less and less money. Whereas the politician and big corporations get money for free. This is the point of slavery, an imbalance in the economy of money, paying for services. President Bush is leading President Obama down a common path to serve someone else, or this is what I suspect, in the trilateral group. Based on the disclosures of Obama deception, it looks like the power elite is changing hands due to the old getting ready to die off. Bush is positioning himself at the top of this elite group.
Elderly and more, but that's okay. If this were a dictatorship, it'd be a heck of a lot easier. Just so long as I'm the dictator.
And others are following to take their place within the trilateral group. I could be wrong. So could Alex Jones and these other people who have spent years of their lives studying the effects of the controlling elite. But if we are right and you do nothing, what is the end result? Their leadership and not yours. Is this what you want? You and I will never get a true picture of power controlling America until we have a president who is groomed from a new system. This is the agenda for the American Independent Party, and to create a positive path of recovery and control of America. The Obama deception should inform you about monopoly-controlled corporations and government. It should set you free on your own questions about the current president and past presidents. What are you going to do to change America back to a competitive, free marketplace and to protect your independence? Again, thank you.